I'm Father Ed Harris. I'm currently the alumni chaplain at Jesuit High School. In that role, I've been here since 2018, but I've served 3 times at Jesuit before. From 1969 to 1972, I was a teacher, coach, moderator, and that was before I was ordained a priest. I came back after ordination in 1975, was assistant principal for 2 years and principal for 4 years. I left again, came back in 1988 as the president, and I served there until the year 2000. So this is my 4th time around the block, and I've known Jesuit High School since I first got here in 1969. When I graduated from St. Ignatius High School in San Francisco, almost all of my teachers had been Jesuits. And as I went through my high school career, I got this feeling of I want to do what those guys do. And that's what drew me to the Jesuits. And even though I knew priests and things like that, the attraction was to be involved in education. When I got here to Jesuit High School from 1969 to 1972, I learned that my experience of getting to know the students in the classroom opened up the possibility of ministering to them outside the classroom. And as a matter of fact, in my 3rd year of teaching, I also had a group of 30 juniors that I was counselor for. So it was then that I realized priesthood is going to be very important, because it's not just about teaching, it's about cura personalis. It's about taking care of people to the extent that they have a need and that I have an ability to match that need. If it was an Old Testament one, I'd like to see the crossing of the Red Sea. The reason is when I was in grammar school, the movie The 10 Commandments came out with Charlton Heston, and that was a rather dramatic recreation of the crossing of the Red Sea. I'm sure it didn't happen that way, but that would be a nice thing to understand how it really did happen. The New Testament scene that I would like to see is Jesus' feeding of the 5,000. It's mentioned in every gospel, but again, it's what really happened and how did he do that? When I came back in 1988 as president, the then basketball coach, Tom Shakely, a longtime English teacher here, asked me if I would be the chaplain. And I got to know that team, 1988 to 89, which included Greg Harkos, who's currently on the faculty here. I got to know them very well. Well, they had a song that the band played that was called Gospel John. And it's the same song that is still played when we are at home and the varsity team comes onto the gym floor. Da 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 da. Well, one of the players on that team that year was Ryan Hamilton. He went to UC Berkeley, and at the very beginning of his sophomore year, he died in a fraternity house fire, and I did the funeral. And as a result, I have become very close to the Hamilton family, but also to the class of 1989, especially the guys on the basketball team. When I came back in 2018, the band was still playing Gospel John when the team came on the court. And that, for me, is the song that speaks to me about Jesuit High School. Something that will always retain my interest is history. I have a master's degree in modern European history, and so I read historical novels, I'll read historical data books, I'll like historical drama on TV or movies. So my interest in history is still very much alive. I love this campus. I know it very well. But for me, the special place is Grace Court. It's the old 100, 200 wing, 300, 400 wing. Well, that was dead space. It was in the shadows. It was grass that didn't grow very well because it didn't get a lot of sun. And one of the Jesuits came to me and he said, I've got some donors that would like to place a statue of Mary in the middle of the campus. And we had, other than the cross on the top of the bell tower, we have no religious symbolism at this end of the campus. So I said, okay. And then we planned out the project. Our Lady of Grace Court now is where the freshmen gather. It's outside their locker area. And it's a dead space that is turned into a very lively gathering place, especially for the freshmen. And to see it used every day at every break is just really heartening. And to have that statue of Mary up there reminding us of her mission to live out God's will, it's a special place for me.